Hello everyone, today's session is about how you can use multiple currency in QuickBooks Online and how you can post a entry in multiple currency. If you want to learn live QuickBooks Online and freelance accounting, you can join our webinar. For joining our webinar, you can fill the form which is showing on your screen. So let's start the class how you will post a multiple currency in QuickBooks Online. So for starting multiple currency in QuickBooks Online, first you need to go to the gear icon. So here on the top on right side you can see the gear icon. On the gear icon, click on company setting. In company setting, then you need to go to advanced. In advanced, scroll down and you can see a feature of currency. So in currency there are two options, home currency and multiple currency. So you need to on your multiple currency feature here, and also remember the point, once you have clicked on your multiple currency, then you can't turn off. So you need to do it carefully, and after turn on the multiple currency, let's see how the multiple currency will work. So for working with multiple currency, first you need to set up a vendor or customer in multiple currency. So for creating a vendor or customer in multiple currency, we need to go on the sales side, or we can go to the new, and in new we can see a add customer option. So we need to click that option, add customer, and from there we are going to the customer tab, and here on customer we can see the detail of customer which we can fill. So here in INR, instead of INR we are going to use USD. We are selecting USD because our customer is in United States or USA, so we are going to send them a USD invoice. So here we are looking for USD. So from the drop down list we are selecting USD. Also keep in your mind that once you have selected a currency, you can't change the currency later. So once we have used USD or selected USD for one customer, we can't change in future the currency to for the customer to INR or Canadian dollar. So we are selecting here for the customer USD and putting the name of the customer. So now we suppose the name of the customer is John, on last name is John Di Paolo, and the company name is ABC Testing. So we are creating a demo company here, and according to the information you have of customer, you can put all the information here. So now we are supposing that all the other information you know what you need to fill, and from here we will going to save the customer. So now we need to check that the customer we created is on our books or not. So for that we need to go to the sales, all sales, and from here we need to go to the customer. So now we need to search our vendor in sales. So here in sales and under customer we need to search the name which we created for foreign currency. So John is the name. So in the search box we can see that John Di Paolo ABC Testing. So now we are going to post a invoice for John, and which is for multiple currency. So now we are going to raise a invoice for John, and that invoice in USD. So now go to new, and then we are going to invoice. So now here we can see we have a window, and here we can see the invoice is showing in dollar amount. So we need to first put up the item which we are going to charge for John. So here we are going to charge to John for phone cover. So here is the phone cover, quantity rate is 500, so the USD is 500. So now the other thing you can see here that the invoice is not converting here in INR. The reason of not converting USD into INR is the date of which we are posting the invoice. So on the date which we are posting the invoice don't have the currency exchange rate. So if we change the invoice date to the previous day, then let's see what happens. So now the invoice is showing the INR amount and the currency exchange rate is 83.55. So you need to keep in mind that if you are going to post the invoice on the same day or the future date, then the invoice possibly not going to take the exchange rate, and in that case what you need to do, in that case you need to post the exchange rate manually. So now you are going to post the invoice for the current date, and how you are going to post that. So we are going to change the date to today's date, 14th June. So now we can see again here is an error of no exchange rate, and also the exchange rate we can't see here. So we need to go on payment option, and in the payment option we need to go to edit, and we need to manually put the exchange rate and then need to save. So now we can see that the invoice is going to automatically calculate the USD to INR. This kind of practice you need to do if you are going to post a invoice in multiple exchange rate. So now the invoice is posted, and you need to save and close the invoice. And if you are receiving the invoice in the same format from vendor, so you need to follow the same method, and you need to create the vendor in the same way which we created the customer, and post the invoice of vendor. I hope you find this information informative, and if you have any question, you can post your question on comment, and we will try our best to solve your question and solve your problem. So we will see you in the next video.